What is up, everyone, and welcome back to the Lumbridge Lounge. Ready to have a good time, sit here, chill, shoot some shit, and have some fun. How you doing, man?
Great, man. Oh, jeez. Whoa.
We need to start
Oh,
over.
I just breathed in like something.
Get rid of Craig. Let's start this over.
Oh no, we'll keep it. We'll just cut it. We can start over.
Okay, okay,
Dude,
okay.
I breathed in and I like inhaled like bit or something.
Yeah,
Oh,
dude. You
we'll
good?
we'll leave it in. I'm just kidding. Okay, just start over. 5
Going.
seconds.
Um, you good?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. That was
Yeah,
like the most natural intro I've ever had. Oh,
damn it.
it's okay. It's okay. It'll work. Okay, here we go.
That'd be funny if we just kept it. Should we just keep it?
I don't know. Should we?
Let's do it.
Let's do
I'm
it.
I'm,
This
I'm
kind of a
great, man.
background.
I'm great. Sorry for all of you guys who heard that and it grossed you out. Maybe I'll lower the volume on that specific section, but
It's all
I'm
good.
great.
I think it
I've only
makes it
done
more
like one or
more.
two things since the last episode, it seems like.
Yeah,
But if I think about it, it's a lot. It's quite a bit more than that.
yeah,
It's
for
just
sure.
really slowing down for me in terms of progress. But yeah, doing good. How are
Dude,
you
I
doing?
just can't get over this. This is such a in the background of Lumbridge Lounge. It's awesome. So, um, yeah, I'm doing awesome, man. Like on an all-time high. RuneScape's doing awesome. Real life's doing awesome. Just this week's been a great week. Let's just say that. Been an awesome week. So,
That's
yeah.
good. That's good to hear. Yeah,
You
we've been keeping up with each other all the time and everyone in the Discord. It's always a great time there. Everybody's just having such a good experience there. It's actually really cool to see like new members join and then having so many of our members like tell them like, "Oh, you've joined a really good community. Like I think you're going to have a great time here." And it's awesome to hear that from like our own members and not from us. You know what I mean?
100%, dude. And it's I don't know if we said this last time, but I know you said it to me just in the Discord call. It's like it's amazing to just open the clan chat and just have that scroll bar there. Ooh, it's
Oh, for
awesome to
sure.
see how active everybody is. So
Oh, it's great cuz when we first started there was like maybe 2 or 3 people online
just
most of the time. Even though
hey
there was
man,
like
how are you?
20 people, but now we're at 65, which was crazy because I think last episode we were at like 45.
I think we're at
So,
like 55. I think we got 10 more. I don't remember. It's
well,
been
we were at 47 when we promoted Flowflux to a recruiter. Shout out to
oh shit.
Flowflux. And
Shout
like
out, man.
the next day there was like 20 more people in the clan.
It's awesome
He's
seeing
doing he's doing a good job recruiting. So thank you.
for sure, for sure. Do you want me to just jump into it? What do we want to do? I don't even
Let's
know.
do it. Let's
Let's
just
do it.
go through what we have to talk about. There's definitely more to talk about in other episodes and other times. There's really not that much exciting things to talk about in terms of JMod blogs. There's a few things I'll share here and there, but yeah, I think we have a nonetheless a still good episode for you guys. So go for it.
For sure. Um, okay, I can start out. This time we're gonna do more than just the account progress. We're gonna actually give you kind of a life update because that's how good my week's been, and I just want to share it with everybody. But first, let's get on the RuneScape grinds. What's going on? Like you all know, I'm still on the Elite Diary grind, trying to get it done. Um, and this week I got my prayer grind done. Got 4 levels of prayer from 81 to 85, all at the Chaos Altar. Did that all in one night.
Did you
By
get
the end of
PK'd?
it. I got PK'd 3 times, but I only lost like 5 bones in total. It's
Nice.
pretty good. It's
I
pretty good.
love doing that because like they start killing you and you're at the prayer altar so you have like infinite prayer. And as long
Mhm.
as you just switch your prayers back and forth and just keep using the bones on the altar, it's just hilarious to watch them like waste all their runes and all their efforts for you for them to not even get anything. And then you
Well,
just put LOL, thanks for helping me get back faster.
yeah. Thanks for this free telly, man.
Yeah, it's
Um,
hilarious.
what I thought was funny is thinking back when we did it a couple times with me, you, and Chaos. One of our buddies online in real life too. We were PKing there one time, and people were just calling us noobs because we only brought like crossbows and you had the freeze spell and whatnot. And it's now seeing it from the other side, doing it for like 4 hours and getting attempted to be PK'd like 4 or 5 times. It's just so easy. You leave your protect from mage on for a little bit, and then you switch to ranged, and you're fine. You should be able to
Yep.
use the rest of your bones. You're dead. You're gonna kill yourself anyway to go back to
Right.
Edgeville and get it going. So
You can
it's
even
good.
turn on protect item and when you die so you can keep an extra bone just so they don't get as much. Just
Oh,
another
I didn't even
FU.
think of that. Yeah, I didn't even think of that. That's funny.
Yeah.
So yeah, got that in one day. Like it was like a random Tuesday night that I was just like, I'm gonna get my prayer, and I did it all in
Right.
one night. It was one night when you weren't on, so I was just like,
Hmm.
I'm just gonna play RuneScape by myself.
Nice.
Badge. But with that being said, I'm planning on getting 2 more of my skills out of the way. Woodcutting and magic done tonight. I only need, at this moment, 91k experience of woodcutting left, so that'll be about an hour and a half to 2 hours of woodcutting. Just
Nice.
AFK. We're gonna get another half hour to an hour while we're recording here, because I'm just sitting here cutting these mahoganies, chilling.
Exciting. Exciting.
And then magic, I only need 1 level, which if I don't get it done tonight, it'll get done tomorrow morning before the event, which we'll talk about soon.
Yes, the event. I'm
Yep.
excited. It's kind of hilarious, but yeah, we'll talk about that.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
The last thing about my account is I got 2 new drops. I know, Golden Spoon. They're nothing crazy this time. Well, one of them's kind of crazy, but they're nothing super crazy. The first one is I got the most like sought after thing um in beginner clue scrolls, which is the mole slippers.
Nice.
And I
You gotta
got
wear
it
those
on
when you kill the giant mole.
I sold them already. I wasn't gonna sell them, but then I sold them because they're like 12.
No.
And it's like I'm never gonna keep them. Like they're at
Who
400k
who
right now.
bought that?
Dude, it's King Condor's thing. If you know King Condor,
Uh,
his whole community, you wear mole slippers to everything. So
gotcha.
Um, but I got that, and some people won't believe this, but I only did 4 beginner clue scrolls to get my mole slippers. So
Nice, dude. Congrats. Another collection lock done.
another another big collection lockdown. And
Yeah.
then I've been on a roll with clue scrolls. I did like 28 of them the other night of mediums. Didn't get anything out of the mediums, but I got a couple masters here and there. And on my 10th master clue completion, I got a gilded axe, which is
Nice.
insane. It is a mega rare drop, awesome thing. The only sad thing is it's the same drop table as the third age drop table. So I could have had
Ooh.
another like bill right now, but I don't. I only got 5
Oof.
bill from it. But I'll take 5 million.
Yeah. Oops. Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. I haven't done my clue scrolls in a long time.
I know. When I see your bank when you share your screen, sometimes it's like, come on, man, just do one of them.
I don't want to, but I should.
You never know what you're gonna get. You could get a 100 mil drop.
100 mil, 2 bill. You never know.
You never know.
100 GP. Yeah, it's exciting.
It's
It's
exciting
like
stuff.
gambling. You're just gambling your time, just like what you did the other night. Two and a
Dude, I
half
spent
hours of like
2.5,
28
3 hours
speed
of
beating
yeah.
the scrolls.
You come over, all I did was fill 7 freaking collection log slots. Made no
Hey,
money. I think.
seven's a lot.
Yep.
Like
Well,
I only have 231 collection logs.
do I have more than you? 269 for this one.
Yeah,
Nice.
dude.
By the way, nice.
Nice. Nice, nice, nice.
Here, we'll get into my real life stuff after you do your Runescape uh
All right.
update.
Cool. I've just been working on amethysts when I can. It's really chill. It's really, really easy to do on mobile. If you guys don't know, you can literally just stay there the whole time. You don't even need to run to a bank or anything. If you have a high enough crafting level, you can use a chisel on them and just make a stackable stack of dart tips. So all you got to do is just chill on one wall and just keep mining the same 5, 6 spots, and you make quite a bit of money too. Like right now, I've only done a little bit. Just in this session, I made 824 of them, and that's 500k. So that's just really, really passive, awesome money right there. I mean, I'm not really doing it for money. I am totally doing it for AFK mining XP because I just hate Motherlode Mine and pretty much every other mining uh, training except for Volcanic Mine. Excuse me. But you really need to. They really should rework Volcanic Mine. I could talk
Hmm.
a lot about how they could rework that and make it awesome. But
For sure, man.
20K an hour doing Amethyst is great just because of how AFK it is. So I've just been working on that. I'm almost to 93 mining. I'm saving my agility for something coming up soon, next event. And I got just kind of itchy to get the Chompy Chick pet 2 days ago. So I went for it and got it. I was pretty dry for it, but didn't take that long at all. Probably took like 3 hours to get. It's a 1 out of 500 when you get the elite. I don't even know what diary it is. The elite diary done.
Brandon
That,
Kebos, I think.
yeah, something
No,
like that. Not Corrend, no.
no,
Something.
wrong.
You can just Google it and you'll find out if you're that interested. But it's not that great of a pet, but it's just something I wanted to just have for some reason. I just wanted to change things up after doing amethysts for so long. So I got that. Went straight to my house and just put it in my house. I'm probably never going to pick it up ever again.
For sure, man.
But it's cool to have it just roaming around my house now. Another little pet to walk around.
The little derpy dodo
Yeah,
around. Um, it's the Western Provinces Diary. It just reminds
gotcha.
me.
Makes sense. Yeah,
Our high school English teacher once called me a dodo.
you
She was
dodo.
she was like, "Do you know why I just called you a dodo? Dodos were too stupid to fly." Just straight up calling me stupid to my face is great.
Nice.
Love that teacher.
Right,
She's awesome.
right. So a funny thing that happened while getting that pet is it did take me a while. It took me like 500 something kills. And with that diary, to get the pet, you can pluck the feathers of each one and get another roll. So
Mhm.
I literally did like 1,000 rolls for a 1 out of 500 drop. So it did take a little longer than usual. And this
Mhm.
one guy who kept going for teaks, apparently he was banking all the logs, so he kept running past me.
Oh
And he
my god.
started to like hassle me about killing these chompy birds. He's like, I started a petition in Ardoin, and we decided we don't want you here anymore because it's like you're doing animal cruelty right here. You're just killing so much wildlife. I'm like, oh yeah, well come to me when you get 10 signatures. And like 20 minutes later, he comes back. He's like, oh, I got 6 signatures, man. You better pack up soon. Like, we're coming for you. The king
Dude,
doesn't want you killing birds over here in this province.
I feel like the
I
most
was
random crap happens to you. Like that's hilarious.
Yeah, I was just laughing, and it just makes me appreciate like the social aspect of this game. Like a lot of people say, like people in RuneScape don't talk anymore to anyone, but in my experience, they do. Like you just have to find the people. You have to talk back to have fun with it.
Yeah. Well, and my problem with it is I usually have my clan chat open, so maybe I need to just leave it on all so I can see those kinds of things happen. Because
Yeah,
I just have the clan chat open constantly because people are talking. And I like being included in that, but
right.
because
I
maybe
live
something
for it, man.
crazy. Yeah, maybe something crazy has happened to me like that, and I just missed it because I wasn't paying attention at all.
Right. No, it's a good time. It's really fun, and I love those moments when you just talk to random people in game. But yeah. One more thing that I can talk about just really quick. I was just doing Slayer the other day, and I got a Callisto task, and I looked up um how many kills I should do to get, and I did it so that I'd get 40, up to 40. So I did that entire task, and literally on my 6th total kill of Callisto, I got the what's the ring called? I should have looked it up.
Tyrannical.
Yeah, the one that gives you the crush bonus. I got that on my 6th kill on him. So that was pretty fun. The
Pretty
tyrannical
insane.
ring. It's a 1.4 mil drop. It's not insane, but in terms of like just getting it on my 6th kill, it's pretty awesome. It's getting that collection log done.
Like just the rarity of it is awesome to see.
Yeah.
Like some
Oh
Iron
yeah.
Man out there is cussing you out
Yeah,
because
man.
they don't have it, and it's the one thing they want.
Yeah. It was fun. And I pretty much got that boss down. It's just the freaking PKers over there is crazy. And I did
Yeah,
it on the 2200 total world for like half of it. And man, the people there, like, of course they're in maxed gear. Like, it's crazy. And I could
they
still
don't.
get away from them too, most of the time, like
Yeah,
90% of the time. So I just don't understand like the appeal of PKing PVMers. It just doesn't make sense. Like,
Well,
because
like you
on
said,
YouTube, you look at the guides and you can get away from them pretty easily if you just know what to do. You don't even need to fight back at all.
yeah. Well, to them, it's like, hey, maybe he has like 4 mil on him. Like that's
Yeah,
the. It's the same thing with me and my clue scrolls right now. Is ooh, what is he gonna have for me, kind of a thing.
yeah,
But instead of
right.
opening a casket, he's opening your body.
Yeah, good way to imagine it. Um, well, when I got that ring, I just ran straight south and teleported out of there. Like, I don't. He doesn't really drop that good of loot, and
Yeah,
if he
no,
does, like, I don't know, it's not that sad of a loss if you get PK'd. I don't know.
yeah,
If
like
if I get anything more than like 300k total of loot, I'm just gonna leave because it's so easy to get back to him. Not
mhm,
even that hard to just reset.
yeah. Well, and like I can't wait until they do the Wildy like boss rework and stuff because there really
Yeah.
isn't that much value that comes from them. So like PKing is
Hmm.
less like appealing because yeah, I might kill him, but he's probably only gonna have like 200k on him plus his gear. Which if you're
Yeah.
a person going in the wilderness and you're going in with more than like bare minimums, like things that'll help you survive, like you're crazy anyway. Like don't go out
Yeah.
with your armadillo chain skirt on. Like think
Right.
kind of a thing.
It really is stupid. Like, they make the dragon pickaxe the only drop. Like, the only way you can get it is going into the wilderness. So
Hmm.
they're forcing PVMers to go fight these bosses in the wilderness so that it can attract PKers to them. But like, I think what would attract more people is just a more expensive loot table for these bosses because you're risking to be out there, so might as well have it high risk with a high
Yeah,
reward at the same time. Because all I'm doing out there is just getting KC and just doing the Slayer task so that I can get the boss on my high scores. That's like the only reason why I want to do those bosses.
for
But then
sure.
again, I am a main account, so I don't need to get the loot that they drop, like the dragon pickaxe and the rings and stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I hope they do a good job with the rework because every boss, it seems like in the wilderness, you have to do like some safe spot method or some weird method to make it actually possible to kill
Feasible
it. Yeah.
where you can kill it more
Well,
than once
yeah.
and have to reset.
Well, at least Venenatis and Callisto. Like, I mean, KBD is fine, but then again, KBD's drop table is literal ass, dude.
Yes, it's awful. It's the worst.
At least make him drop like a guaranteed 10 Black Dragon D hides or something and make him just a little more difficult. I don't know. It just seems like such a worthless boss to be in the game in 2022.
Well,
But I'm sure people don't want him to be changed just because he's like such a nostalgic boss. The
he's just
first
the
boss in the
beginning.
game. I don't know.
For sure, for sure. Yeah. So
Oh
hopefully
well.
that works out really well. I don't
Yeah.
know. It's been so long since I've done anything in the wilderness except for some random like clue steps. And
Right.
like I've never like seen anybody out there when I'm doing clue steps, and if I have, they're
Hmm.
like naked accounts that just
Yeah.
like are running to the lever, probably doing the same exact thing I'm doing, just a random hard clue step.
Right.
So I don't know.
Right. Well, how's your life progress going?
All right. I just wanted to share this with everybody. I know it's not RuneScape. Don't hate on me. I just
Don't
wanted to
leave.
don't leave, please. It's not RuneScape. It'll only be like 5 minutes, I promise. It's just some exciting things that happened in my life that I just like to share. I think it's cool. Fun stuff. It's only two things. The first one is um I passed my Washington State teaching test. Like so, I got my degree, my biology education degree, for my career in Idaho, and so I'm certified to teach in like Idaho, Nevada, and a few other states that accept like my degree and my certification there. But Washington, where we're from, doesn't
Hmm.
accept the certification, so I have to pass a few tests to prove that I know my stuff, kind of a thing.
Hmm.
And the last one I took was like my content area test, which is usually like which is a hardcore like biology test. And it's
Right.
like combinations of biology, geography, like just all this stuff packed into one test that's usually like 10 different classes that you learn this stuff from. And so I was
Yeah.
nervous. I've been preparing for it for a couple months, and I the score you need on it, it's the NES biology test. The score you needed was a 220 and I got a 234. So I passed my last test and now I can turn in all this information and hopefully get certified by the middle of summer so I can get a job for next year.
Nice. Oh, I bet that feels so good. Just
It feels
not having
great.
to worry about that anymore.
Well, and I've just had this random anxiety like every single week, like every single day, every single week for a couple months where I'm just like, I need to study, I need to do that, I need to get it done.
Yeah.
And now all
Uh,
that pressure is gone. It's
you just
done.
could never relax completely with that in your mind. Like, you
Yeah.
could be in the most relaxing position, whatever you're doing, but as soon as you get to, like, just a clear mind, I'm sure you just, like, start thinking about that test.
Dude, for sure. There's been nights where like I'm really winding down for bed, I'm on my phone watching a YouTube video or whatnot, just out of nowhere, I'll get a spike of anxiety and just like my heart rate increases, like, your body starts to feel a little warm and everything like that.
Yeah,
Like it just hits you for like 5 minutes and it's like, I need to get that done, like kind of thing.
yeah.
So
Oh, well, I'm glad you got that done and out of the way. Congrats.
thanks, man. Thank you.
Congrats, congrats.
And
So,
now
when you got the result, was it in I saw you posted, like, a picture. It looked like you had, like, an envelope or something in the mail?
So it's not so I don't have the official score yet because they email you the official score like 2 weeks later, but they
Yeah,
give you an unofficial score right after the test that just printed out on a piece of paper.
just so you
And
know if you passed or failed.
yeah, just so you know right after if you pass or fail.
Right.
And
Well, that's nice.
that piece of paper is what I took a picture on. Just
Sweet.
234. I know when I posted, I was like, 234, they're not gonna know what that means. So I just said I passed so people understood what it was.
Yeah,
But you needed a
awesome.
220. I passed it by 14 points. Did good. Um, so yeah. The funny thing is I took the middle school math one just so I could be endorsed in middle school math like a couple weeks before this one. And
Mhm.
I just took it. I didn't study for it at all. I was just like, I'm gonna take it because I'm confident in math. Math's like my strong suit when it comes to things, but I like
Right.
biology more. That's why I went into biology.
Mhm.
Um, and I just kind of wanted to see how the test was like. So I went and took it, and I was way more confident when I was walking outside of the math like test. Like I was
Right.
confident. I was like, I passed that thing, dude. I nailed it.
Easy.
And I came out, got a 229 on it, passed it, like awesome. And then this one, I got a better score on it. But when I left the testing center, like when I clicked end, I was like, I have no clue if I passed that at all. Like I was so unsure.
Oh, I bet your heart was racing when you reached for
Oh,
that
dude.
paper for the score.
Dude, when she handed it to me and like I was like folding it over to look at it, I can't tell. I couldn't help but to smile. And like the proctor, the person that gave me the test back, the results,
Yeah,
she just could tell I was really happy with the score.
yeah.
It was
That's
awesome.
good. That's so good. I hate like, I got my degree too. Like, I finished my school this year, and just doing those tests before I graduated, I just hated pressing the submit button for the end of the test because I know, like, I'm gonna know what I got immediately after, and just the anxiety of it. Ugh,
Well, and
it
like
sucked.
it could either make your day or ruin your day.
Exactly.
Like
Like,
that.
it's either your next 3 days are either gonna suck or just be amazing.
Where you're just like, I'm done. I can take a break. Like I understand
Yeah. Oh,
what you're
yeah.
going
Just
through.
a weight off your shoulders, for
Mhm.
sure. Yeah,
On
awesome.
on other news, just get away from that. That's awesome stuff. On a funner part, a fun news thing, not like a life-changing thing. So if you guys don't know my hobbies and interests outside of RuneScape and outside of video games, I'm actually a huge golfer. I love going golf. I actually help with the local high school team around here. I'm not a paid coach. I'm a volunteer. I just go help. My dad's actually the paid coach, so I help him out more than anything. But
You
there
should
was
slip you
a
some 20s.
yeah, man, for sure. No, no, he paid for what I'm about to talk about right now. So,
Alright.
so he put together a team. Well, I put it together. He paid for it, sponsored us so that we could go out and win. Um,
Yeah,
and we were gonna check if we won. But there was another guy, the greenskeeper here. He put together a team, and he put together like a legit team. Man, he had a scratch golfer, a 2 handicap. He's like a 6 handicap, and then just one other guy. And like I'm like a 7 handicap, which if you guys don't know what that means, I usually get 7 strokes from a scratch golfer, so they have to give me 7 strokes when we play like just heads up against each
gotcha.
other. So I'm like a 7 handicap. I played with my brother. He's like a 12 handicap,
Hmm.
and a couple other guys we just recruited. They're probably like 6 to 12 handicaps in there too. One of them played high school golf. One of them played like baseball. Really athletic guy. And we went in like with the mindset we're gonna have fun. We're gonna try to shoot our best. And in this 4-man scramble, 18 holes, we shot 12 under, which is an insane score. It was awesome. But we were like, we think the winner is gonna be at 15 under. Come to find out, that team that the greenskeeper put together, they didn't play very well, and we actually beat them by 1. So we actually won the tournament.
Oh
Uh,
wow! It
so
was actually by just one stroke.
just by 1 stroke, we shot a 60, they shot a 61. Third place shot a 62.
Damn.
Yeah, dude. It was close. So it was awesome, man. Just to have that feeling of wow, we just did that. Like we went
Yeah.
and won. And just looking back on like the things that happened, like I can't really explain them here because a lot of people probably don't understand golf. But there's just so many clutch moments, like random putts that fell. We made 2 eagles on the back nine, one on a par 4. Like, oh, it was
Nice.
awesome. So I
I
just
need to
wanted
go
to share
golfing
that.
again, man.
Heck yeah, dude! I'll take you
Been
out
too
whenever.
long. Yeah.
I'll take you out. Um, especially at this course. This course is so cheap. Like,
Right.
um, but yeah, that's the other awesome thing that happened that I just want to let everybody know is that your boy's a legit competitor in golf
And in RuneScape.
and in RuneScape. I'm coming for you guys in this event this week.
Yeah. Can we talk about that
I'm down,
real quick? Let's talk
100%.
about that, and then we'll talk a little bit
For sure,
about the JMod blog.
for sure, for sure.
Cool. So for you guys who've been listening, let's say, maybe you haven't joined the clan or Discord yet, but you've been listening to the podcast, or you've joined the clan and participated in our last King of the Skill, which was that back in April?
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was
it
2 months
was.
ago.
So back in April, like the week that Guardians of the Rift came out, we did a poll for
Oh,
our
March, wasn't it?
basically March.
Yeah, we took a month off, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. Oh, it's
Yeah,
May. Yeah. You're right. March.
back in March. Sorry.
Yeah. So back in March, Guardians of the Rift came out. You all know when Guardians of the Rift came out, so it was around that time. We wanted to do our first King of the Skill, which is basically just a skill of the week. And if you still don't know what we're talking about, it's just a competition between members of the clan where if you've signed up, you have 1 week where everyone participates in a certain skill, and whoever gets the most XP in that skill wins. And it'll all be tracked with this awesome scoreboard on this website called Wise Old Man. It's really cool. It's awesome to see like the progress throughout the days and throughout the week, like the people working on that skill, and it actually shows like the total XP out of everyone participating as well. So it's really cool. And so we did rune crafting last time. And so the past couple days we have been doing a poll for the next King of the Skill. And so the first one was rune crafting, and this one you guys voted for it. We're doing agility now. So you
So
guys
the
are insane.
2
But
most
little hint,
hated.
I did vote for agility. So
I did not.
agility gang, let's go.
Come on. I wanted thieving so bad, man.
Right.
I wanted it so bad. Oh well.
Yeah. So we'll be doing agility, and it's actually starting tomorrow on the 16th
Mhm.
at 12 p.m. PST Pacific. So I'm excited for that. If you haven't signed up yet, you have just a little bit of time to do that if you're
Well,
listening before then. So good
also, I
luck.
don't know. Yeah, you probably won't be able to sign up by the time this comes out. But if you really, really want to be in it, we might be able to make an exception. We might be able to figure something out. Because I don't know if we can add names after it starts. I don't know how that
You
works.
can, but you're just going to be behind. So you'll have to go
True.
for it. Go for it hard. But then again, it's agility. So it could be anyone's game.
Dude, I could
Like
see somebody
all the
doing
XP rates are pretty similar.
yeah, I could see somebody doing like a mill in a day, just going insane. 12 hours straight of agility. I doubt a
Just
mill in
gonna
a day.
bot it.
That just bought it. Where did
Yeah.
where did King Flip go? Like he hasn't been on in a while. Oh, he got banned for botting during King of
For
the
King of the
Skill.
Skill. Was it worth it? Absolutely.
Absolutely. He's the
So
best.
yeah, I'm excited. We'll see how it goes.
Mhm.
Because last time we had a new mini game out for everyone to grind. This time it's just rooftops and anyone who wants to learn Hell at Sepulchre. So
I know I'm gonna be at Hallowed Sepulchre when I'm on my computer because I will go insane at rooftops, man. Like I will go insane.
Oh
Like
man,
if you want to come run with me, I'll probably be running the Priftness course most of the
nice,
time.
nice. I'll be at the
Um,
arty rooftop, but if everybody's wanting to do the same rooftop course together at a certain time, I'll join you guys.
yeah, I'll do Sears Village for an hour or two if we all want to meet up.
Yeah, for sure. Shout out to a couple people who actually donated some money for the pot for this skill of the King of the Skill. You want to shout them out?
Yeah, man. So first off, to buy in, you had to pay a mill. These guys specifically donated more than a mill just to for the pot of the event. And so the first one that donated was Glazed Ribs, awesome username. He
Yeah.
donated 4 mil, I'm pretty sure. Let me pull it up just so I don't get it wrong. Yeah, he donated 4 mil for the uh pot for the winner. So that's awesome. The next one
Mm,
is Quinn, uh, otherwise known as Testicle. Um, he has two different accounts. Those are his two names.
yeah.
Testicle. He donated another 4 mil as well. So thank you to him. And also King Flip. He donated another 3 mil towards the pot. So
Oh
thank you
yeah.
guys so much for that. Which also makes it such a heated competition because now we know there's going to be a big reward at the end, especially since everybody paid a mill to get into the event.
Yeah.
Like it is going to be worth your while to put your time into agility, not only for the agility experience, but you're going to get a good payout at the end too.
Yeah. Oh man. And I just want to shout out to our clan for being awesome. There's been particularly an instance today where someone wanted to join the event but didn't have money to buy in. And we did have a member in the clan just jump right in immediately and paid his buy-in for us or for
Oh
him.
heck yeah, who was that?
I have
Paid.
to think about it, but it's someone that I think it was Fat Dongle. I
Oh,
really hope I got that right. But Fat Dongle jumped right in and paid for a member's buy-in, so he
yeah,
will now be participating in the event. I was about to type and say like, oh, we've had a couple donations, so we can use one of those, 1 mil out of one of those donations to get you in. But before I could even type that, he just
yeah,
jumped right in and met with me and gave me 1 mil for his buy-in.
for
So
sure, man.
it just
That's
shows
awesome.
how friendly we are. If you guys want to join our clan, don't be afraid that we're a bunch of pricks or anything like that. We are awesome. We have
I mean,
awesome,
I
awesome
will
members.
be talking some crap during the event, but that's nothing personal to you. I'm just a competitive mother effer.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. No, I'm excited for this event. It's going to be interesting to see how active people are going to be in agility for a week straight.
like, I had a goal of 91 rune crafting last time, but because that was just like the base level for your, like, I didn't have to boost to do it for the elite diaries if I got
Hmm.
91 rune crafting. This time, I don't really have a goal for agility because I only have to get to 85 and I'm 83 to be able to finish
Oh
the
yeah,
diary. But I might go for 90 just so I don't have to boost and just be able to say
yeah.
I didn't boost
The
for
already
it.
coursed. Hell yeah. You can
So,
just you can do the math and figure out how many laps you need to do and just divide it by 7 and do that many laps a day.
dude, I'm already planning on
Try
doing
to.
like 300 a day. We'll see what happens though.
We'll see.
Three,
We
300
both
a
have
day
that
would be
beta
awesome.
on our phones, so we can actually see the little green box now,
Oh,
which
heck
will
yeah.
be pretty helpful.
Dude, 300 laps at Priss would be awful. Never mind. That's 300 minutes at the least.
Oh no, I think the my record is like a minute and like 10 seconds or something. So it's
That's what
gonna
I'm saying. 300
add up.
laps would be awful. Be like at
Yeah, a
least 350 minutes, which is what? Oh, I don't even
couple
know.
hours.
6 hours? That's 6 hours of running, dude.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little different this time.
Yeah, no.
But it's gonna be different because like with runecrafting, if you have bloods unlocked, you can really AFK it like all day. But
Mhm.
for this King of the Skill, all this XP we're gonna see is from like straight up active sessions of running rooftops, basically, or
Yeah.
Hallowed Sepulchre, which is even more intensive.
Mhm.
So we'll see if people really participate. and go
Yeah.
for it.
And
The
we're
buy-in is a lot higher than it was the first time. The buy-in was
oh
only
yeah.
200K the first time. So if people really want to make their money back, they're gonna have to work pretty hard.
Oh yeah. For sure, for sure.
Yeah.
Um, one thing we were talking about, and I don't think we actually finalized it, but we were thinking about also making clan-wide goals for the whole clan of
Oh yeah.
of like total XP, because that wise old man tells you the individual scores, but it also adds up like the total score of the whole
Yeah.
clan. And last time it was like 8.5 mil rune crafting experience, which is just insane for like only 7 or 8 people doing it. Like that
Right.
is insane.
Oh
But
man, we got a lot done. It was
oh yeah.
awesome.
So I'm thinking we won't know the prizes yet right now, but I think we're going to set some of those before tomorrow, and we'll probably put them in the description when the event starts,
Yeah,
in
for
the
sure.
announcements. So be looking out for those.
Hell yeah. No, good times are happening right now in our clan. So
Hmm.
we are growing fast and we are welcoming anyone. So yeah,
Anyone and everyone, come and
anyone who wants to
join.
join us,
Just don't.
which is
Just there's
another
only
awesome
one
thing.
rule.
Oh yeah, what's up?
There's only one rule. Just don't be a dick. That's
The
basically
golden
it.
rule.
The golden rule. 100%.
Right.
What were you saying? Sorry, I kind of cut you off.
I was just saying our clan's been growing so fast from like a particular video that we've made on our YouTube channel. If you haven't checked out our YouTube channel and are just like a sole Spotify listener, check out our YouTube channel. We have a couple guides there. We're planning adding a few more. We're gonna get on that a little bit more. We've just been kind of focusing on the podcast lately,
Hmm.
but we do have a newcomer guide for new players who don't really know how to play RuneScape and how it works. That video actually just went past 10,000 views, and I think it actually has hit 11,000 now.
That is freaking
And
insane,
we're
dude.
getting comments and people asking questions. A lot of people are interested in my HD plugin. They have no idea what that is, and they're like, "How did you get your game to look like that?" And I had to answer that a couple times and tell them that it's from RuneLight. It's on the computer. It's not on mobile. It's you got to get this thing on Rune. You got to get RuneLight, which you can find on the homepage. And so a lot of it just kind of shows that we are attracting a lot of new players with that video, which is awesome. And we've gained a lot of members in the clan from that video, which is awesome to have new players that are just discovering this game for like the first time ever or
Hmm.
returning after like 15 years.
Yeah, dude. Like, it's awesome to see the game grow because it's just a game that is so close to us. Like, it's awesome to see those new people coming in. We have like 5 or 6 people that just joined that hit like 200 total level or 500 total level. That's just awesome to see him grinding it out and getting it done, man.
Wow, dude, I just checked. We're at 12,310 views
That's
on May
insane
15th. So if you guys are listening to this a while later, hopefully it'll be more than that. But 12,000 views is insane for us.
for us. That
And
is,
hopefully later it won't be that insane. Hopefully
mm,
that would suck as views, but we're
who
constantly
knows?
growing
Who knows?
and yeah.
I'm happy with it. If
Dude,
that's
I'm
as
so
many
happy
that
with it.
comes, bro,
12,000 people watching our
12,000
content.
times that our video was clicked on is just like unfathomable. Like
Right,
that's
right.
that's more than I've like think of 12,000 people in a stadium. Like I know every YouTuber and every like content creator thinks of this that analogy, put them in a stadium analogy. But like
Yeah.
just think about it. We played in a very like big high school for football, and like our stands were always packed for home games, and we're from a small town like out in the middle of nowhere, and probably the most people that were there probably 1,500, I would assume.
Yeah.
Like just thinking timesing that by 10, that's how many people have looked at our work, at our stuff,
Yeah.
man.
Okay, so I'm looking up the population of our town. In 2020, the population was 2,384.
Yeah, dude. I wonder what that limit is though, because there's a bunch of people that live on the outskirts.
Yeah,
So
I don't know, but that's
you know,
still small.
still tiny, still tiny.
Yeah.
But yeah. Um, before we get onto another tangent and forget about these other shout outs, I kind of want to give these out too before we get anywhere else. because last time we were actually going to shout these guys out, but just slipped our minds and didn't happen. And we just really want to make sure. We already shouted them out once this time, but we just want to make sure to let them get the love they deserve for what they did for the Discord, man.
Oh, for
So
sure.
shout out to King Flip again and to Testicle again, to Quinn again, for boosting the Discord server. That's just awesome. Thank you guys so much for doing that. It was a surprise. Like when I got
Yeah.
on the Discord and saw that you guys did that, I was astounded. Like, wow, we have
Yeah.
some loving people in here.
Yeah. I didn't actually see it. I saw someone's response to it that was like, "Yo, you came in clutch," and I just saw that on my phone notifications. And like 2 hours later, I finally opened up the Discord and I saw what he actually did. I was like, "Wow, are you kidding me? He actually did that?" And then later that night, King Flip boosted as well.
Just
So
some,
it's just amazing to see the support from our members. And by all means, no pressure to keep the server boosted. We do not want you guys to feel like you need to keep this boosted
yeah.
at all. But it's
Especially if
also
you,
awesome to see.
yeah, especially if you're not financially able to. Never, never,
Yeah,
never.
yeah, yeah. Right. Right. So I will pledge right now if it gets to 5 boosts, I will put in 2 boosts to get to the next level.
All right,
Um, so that's my pledge right now for all of you guys listening.
perfect, sweet man. Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you guys so much for that again. Um, and then since we're on the shout out mood, really quick, one last shout out before we forget. Last one, promise you guys. Shout out to Green Goblin this week for maxing his, or it might have been last week, but shout out recently to Green Goblin for maxing his account. First
Oh
member of
man.
the Lumbridge Lounge to get the max cape, man.
Yeah, it was awesome to see. I remember inviting him to the clan months ago over at Barbarian Fishing, and he was 3-ticking the fish. I was like, man, this guy's dedicated to maxing, and now he's maxed.
Nerd.
It's crazy.
We
We
love a
went to his drop party. You were a little late. They pulled the lever a little early before you could get there, but
dude.
it's all good.
Only a little salty. Only a little salty. It's fine. So, I'll put context around what you said. I messaged in the Discord, "Hey guys, I'm going to be 20 minutes late." They pull it at like 17, 18 minutes after that
Yeah,
message was sent. And it was like, "Guys, I
yeah.
was going to put
They
another
even
like
they even
15
asked me
mil."
like, "Where is he?" I'm like, "Oh, he's just a couple minutes away. Just a few more minutes." And
Yeah.
then I guess someone pulled the lever. I mean, a random was there, so maybe he pulled the lever, but I don't know if everyone's able to pull the lever. Maybe it's only people who have deposited stuff in the chest. I don't know, but maybe he
Yep.
pulled the lever.
Maybe that's it's whatever. It's fine.
Yeah,
I was going to put another 15 mil in, but you know what? Now it's like I
just
popped that
keep it.
balloon and got my 15 mil. Like that's
Yeah,
what happened.
we'll have to do a 15 mil drop party then with
Hey,
that money.
maybe that'll be some of the one of the goals for the agility King of the Skill.
Yeah,
We'll
if we
see.
reach a certain XP total, we'll
Yeah,
do a
we need
drop
to
party.
flesh that out a little more.
Yeah, we'll talk about that for sure.
For sure, for sure.
So we talked about this before we recorded. We shout out Green Goblin. When he maxed, we gave him the Gnome Child rank, which within our clan, that is a very prestigious rank. That is a temporary rank for people who have accomplished things, won events, done something crazy, and for that, of him maxing, he was the Gnome Child, but now he will be going back to his original rank. So at this moment in time, sorry, Green Goblin, but you are now back to a bulwark rank.
Yeah, for sure, man. Like it's awesome to see you, Max. Congratulations again. Like I know it's been a little while since you did, but congrats, man.
Congrats,
Um,
man.
yeah, and if you guys didn't know, like some people still haven't read the ranking system in the Discord. The gnome child is like if you've done something cool or like we want to reward you, but don't really know how, or like I don't know. It's like just a super awesome rank in our eyes. It's kind of a meme rank too,
Oh yeah.
just being the gnome child. But we will be giving it to whoever uh, wins the King of the Skill this next
Yep.
time.
Oh yeah. So if you want that rank for about a week or two, you better start running those laps. This is a good excuse for you to get your graceful outfit if you haven't gotten it already,
You
or
know,
your Hallowed Sepulchre
I might
stuff.
even just do like Sears Village or something and get Marks of Grace to do more recolors and stuff.
Yeah,
Who
whatever
knows?
you want to do, as long as you get that agility XP. You can even go do barb fishing for that agility XP.
Heck yeah.
Yeah,
Never again. I'm not going there. Sorry.
never again. Right?
Don't have to ever again.
Yeah. I guess we'll just keep talking about some of our content we want to do before JMods. I just really want to talk about a specific comment we got on that newcomer guide as well.
Mhm.
It blew my mind. I read it on my phone in the morning before anything else. I just looked at my phone and saw this notification. So if you guys haven't seen this specific video on YouTube, it's like the timeline of RuneScape. I'll tell you the exact title of it, but it has 1.4 million views. It says it's the RuneScape historical timeline from 1998 to 2020. It's a really awesome video. If you haven't watched it yet, check it out. It's by the username Moteplox. He's a pretty highly known RuneScape YouTuber. He's been around forever, and he commented on our video, and it blew my mind to see that. So
Yeah.
thank you so much to that. It just really made my day.
hmm For, for real, man. Like, even seeing that people like that have seen our video is insane. Just,
Mind-boggling.
mm-hmm. So,
Oh wait, my bad. He didn't comment on the newcomer guide. I
whoop.
just remembered. It's the Vorkath guide. So he went to our Vorkath guide and watched it and commented. He said, "I thought it was a good video, man. Thanks." Smiley face.
Mm,
So to have someone like that like not only just watch our video, but to take the time and comment that it was awesome. So
yeah, dude. And like the video that you're talking about, the history of RuneScape, like if you haven't seen it, go watch it. It is awesome. Like it
you
literally
learn
is.
so much.
Isn't it like 2 hours? Like
Um,
or an hour or something?
2.5 hours long.
Yeah, it's like a straight up movie of the history of RuneScape. And some of the things that you see in there are just like things that I would never think happened. Like just awesome historical things. And like it's crazy to think that a video game has history. Like
Yeah,
and stuff that will be remembered and stuff that's engraved in the game. Like
for sure.
I'll
Like
just give
there's
one
so many
example.
things.
Yeah, I'll give
Go
one
for
example of the Falador Massacre. Like
it.
that's forever in the game. Like
Yeah.
so I won't
If you haven't,
spoil
if
too
you've
much
never
about it.
heard of that before and you love old school RuneScape or just RuneScape, I'm sure you would know it if you like RuneScape 3. But if you're a new
Mhm.
player to RuneScape and you just want to know more about like this history of this game, that is the best video I would recommend to watch.
Yeah, dude. And
It's great.
history in the games being made right now too. Like it's crazy to
Yeah.
see. Like he did it up to like that point. But like did you know that they put in like a rune crossbow in a random place in Mauritania where Settled died on his
Yeah.
Swampolix account? Like that's
Yeah.
that rune crossbow being there is history to this game and history to
Yeah.
that content creator being in the game. And
Yeah,
like
for sure.
I bet he'll make another video in 10 years about the next 10 years of history or something. Like I don't
Yeah.
know.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm sure, excuse me. Sorry. I'm sure he'll do another one from 1998 to 2025 because he also has one from 1998 to 2015. So
Gotcha.
it's really cool to keep that, just compile all that history into one video. And there's just so many cool things to learn about that game. It's just way more than what you would think it is if you haven't really dived into the history of it. Oh man.
Gotcha. Yeah, for sure. So insane to think he's seen one of our videos and been a part of it.
Sorry, I was just quickly searching a YouTube video to also shout out. If you also want to watch a really good video, definitely look up the RuneScape documentary, 15 Years of Adventure. It was uploaded 5 years ago by the official RuneScape channel. That's also a really great
Never
video.
seen that one.
It's an hour and a half, about an hour and a half long.
I
Also,
need to see that one.
really, it has a lot of interviews of the original 3 owners of RuneScape, like the creators way back then. And one thing that always stands out to me from watching that video is when they were making the game in their parents' house, they were making sound effects for the game, and the very first sound effect for cooking food in the game was their mom cooking bacon in the kitchen while they were like
Hmm.
just in the kitchen on their computer.
Just like I
Yeah,
think it's still the same cooking sound of today.
it
Like,
could be, yeah, on old school RuneScape for sure.
hmm
But that's just really cool, like just little tiny fun facts about the game that just are really fun to learn if you're a big fan of this game.
and I
Yeah,
mean, if you're playing RuneScape, like 2.5 hours, that's straight up AFK time, man. Like, come
yeah,
on,
just put it
like
on,
put it
go mine
on while
some
you're woodcut.
amethyst, motherlode mine, wood cutting, whatever.
I think literally when I was doing that, I was doing agility. Like, I think that's when I was doing my
Yeah,
Song of the
I'll have
Elves
a lot
grind.
of time to just do some YouTube watching this next week.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh my gosh. Like, I'm excited for it, but I'm also like daunting. Like, it's daunting me right now. Like,
Yeah,
agility has always been that skill. It's just like I don't want to do
yeah.
this.
We'll talk about how it goes next episode for sure.
For sure, for sure. Um, should we go to the last part of our content section, then the JMod blog, and then wrap up?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. So the last thing we also wanted to talk about the other events that happened this week because they were all super like successful, and super awesome. Like it was fun to have these events. Yeah. I'll just talk about the first one. I
Mhm.
hosted this one back on Tuesday. So it's May 15th, whatever Tuesday is before that. May 15th, Sunday. So I'm not doing it. Whatever Tuesday was, we did a corp event. Nothing crazy dropped. No, not really any big money. I think each one of us that was there the whole time got like an 800K split. So nothing crazy. I just do want to say, Flowflex, you are pretty lucky with the Onyx Bolt drops because he only got like 3 KC this trip, and he got the Onyx Bolt drops. And the last time we did this, he only got like 2 or 3 KC, and he got the Onyx Bolt drops again. So
Nice.
keep coming. I want you there because you make
Yeah,
money. You're the reason why we made money that trip.
right. It's so fun to do corp as a clan just because you're all
Oh
in
yeah.
a voice chat just chilling. If you're doing it solo, it sucks. If you're doing it with like, I don't know, strangers, like, if you're gonna do it with strangers, which you wouldn't. I guess just if you're doing it without talking to the people you're doing with, it's not that great either.
Well,
But
it's
just if
great
you're
when
just
you have
chilling in
like,
a voice chat, it's a good time.
yeah, and when you have like 4 or 5 people, they go so much faster, man. It was like 2 minute kills. It was awesome.
Yeah. I'd rather get way more kills per hour doing it with friends than doing it solo and getting all the loot to yourself.
Yeah, and
You
like
know
if you
what I
get a
mean?
sigil, that's still gonna be a crap ton of money. Like when we got
Yeah.
the Ellie, it was 200 mil. Like the
Yeah.
more money on this account that's ever been in gold.
Right.
Ooh, for real. So that was a fun one. Do you want to talk about the next couple?
Yeah. So after the Corp event, we had a Chambers of Zarek event hosted by Screwed VP. Shout out to him. I couldn't make it. I was on the tractor mowing grass on the outside of our fields, but I managed to get in the voice chat in the Discord and just kind of listen to them and hang out with them. And they took one of our members, Titty God, out with them. He did mention he's done it before, but it was like 2 years ago, and he only did like a couple times. So he was basically brand new to it, and it was just really wholesome and awesome to just listen to them, help him out, give him tips, and just kind of visualize what they were doing because I wasn't watching them or anything. I was just listening to them. So it was just fun to go through the entire raid with them, just by listening to them talk and strategize and stuff. So it was fun, and it sounded like it was good. Of course, there wasn't any loot that they got, but of course, they managed to help a new member out and help him get more comfortable with the raid, which is always great.
Heck yeah, man. Like Screwed is such a great teacher. Like I've been there once with him, and he was able to help me out a couple things, and
Yeah,
explain a couple things. And he's also taught another old time member, I think Seto it was, for his first Cox run, and he's just been awesome. And since then, we've actually upgraded his not upgraded, but moved his responsibilities from recruiter to actually leader in the clan. And a leader, if you don't know, is actually kind of a teacher of PVM and things like that. So
Yeah.
congrats to him. Like, it's
Yeah,
awesome.
congrats, man. You deserve it. So if you guys are listening and you're in the clan, you want to get into some PVM, if you want to get into Chambers of Zarek, it's actually a lot easier than you think, and it's a lot easier to learn than like Theater of Blood or something like that. Just because just the death mechanics of it is so easy on on your account. It's not like you don't have to pay anything if you wipe. Like there's no wiping in the game. So yeah, if you guys want to get into Chambers of Zarek and you think you might have the skills and the gear to do it, uh, hit him up for sure. He would be totally down to help you guys out,
Yeah,
and he's
especially if you
planning on
schedule
doing
it.
more Chambers events.
Yeah, especially if you schedule it out with him. He's down. He loves doing Chambers runs.
Yeah,
So
I need to do it more. It's been like a month since I've done another run.
yeah, I've just been stuck on this elite diary grind where it's like I
Yeah,
want to go do these things, but I also want to just keep grinding this out. Like,
yeah.
it's just
I just want to max, man. I
uh,
just want to max. It's messed up, but I'll get there.
for sure. All right, on to the last event. This one was a surprise. We didn't know it was going to happen until like the night before or the day of. I don't remember. I think it was the day of. And again, we've talked about him so much, but Quinn Testicle, he through a hide and seek event where he just gave out some money if you found him out in the world in Gielinor. So yeah, it was super fun. I actually got to show up for that one. I was online at the time when it happened, and it was super fun, man.
Nice. Yeah, I saw it go down in the Discord with the screenshots, and I knew where most of them were except for like the last one. But it was fun. It was fun to watch it go down and see everyone rush to find him. And I think we'll definitely do that more often. It's pretty easy to do for events. I think everyone is able to participate as long as the person hiding isn't like in a content locked area.
Yeah. So what he was doing is actually taking. So if you found him, he took a request of where he wanted him to hide next. So he wasn't picking all the spots.
Hmm.
Um, and I told him to go to Crandor, like the island for Dragon Slayer 1. And he's like, "Oh, dope, let's do it." And then like 2 seconds later he messages he's like, "Oh wait, I haven't done Dragon Slayer 1 on this account."
Really?
Can't do that. Yeah.
Oh, he's probably doing it so he doesn't get any Dragon Slayer tasks.
Probably something like that. I don't
Yeah,
know.
right. No, I have a couple good hiding spots that I'm not going to share right now. I'm going to keep them to myself for later, and that'll be fun.
Yeah. So thank you guys for hosting. It was awesome. It was fun.
Oh yeah, super fun. Super fun.
All
Well,
right.
let's quickly go through the JMod blog
Well,
because
there's not
it's
much
not
to
that
talk
great,
about.
and I really don't care about it.
Yeah, not really.
There's a
So
couple things, but like I'm not a group Iron Man player, so like I wanted to say right now, like we're not an OSRS news podcast. We don't cover like much of the content that's talked about in the JMod blogs. We just kind of talk about what interests us the most.
mhm.
So there's plenty of blogs to read, but I don't think we're going to talk about every single thing
Oh no,
ever.
never, 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 ever.
Yeah.
Just like what I'm gonna talk about is Group Iron Man changes. Don't care. Like the only thing that
Yeah.
Group Iron Man changes that was there was player owned house. People can come and use them. Like it made Corp easier for events to happen.
Yeah.
Like that's the fun part about that one. Back in the day, like that's been like a month now that that's happened.
Right.
Um, like the Giants Foundry, like yes, it's cool to like think about and it's awesome new content. Like, but again, we kind of talked about that on a past podcast. We won't get too much into it. But like I don't really care about the rewards and stuff until it comes out because
Yeah.
learn about
There's
it
so
then.
many blogs about it. I'm just going to wait until the final one is out.
Yeah. Because you don't know what's gonna change. Like they could say something and then be like, "Oh yeah, when we play tested it, that didn't really work." Like,
Yeah, like the last thing that I remember reading is they literally tripled the XP rates for it because people weren't satisfied with the XP per hour. So
oh
they
my
tripled
goodness.
it. So like if we were to talk about all of it last time, it would just wouldn't be the same. So we're just gonna wait until they finally pull like the last things for it because like it's just not worth
Sure,
going
sure.
through right now.
Yeah. And like I think the only thing that really stuck out to me was the equipment rebalance uh
Yeah,
in here, which like if you don't know, go to the JMod blogs. It's just literally called Equipment Rebalance Tier Changes in Pool 76 is the
yeah.
name of it. And the biggest thing is they gave different stat levels to be able to wield different weapons in the game, which totally makes sense. Like the rapier now from 75 attack to 80 attack to be able to wield it, which makes complete sense. Like what is it to equip like a whip? Like isn't it 70 attack?
Yeah, something like that.
Like, yeah, it's 70 attack to equip a whip. You only need 5 more levels to equip one of the best weapons in the game in the rapier. Same with
Yeah,
like the scythe. What is the scythe at? The scythe is at 80 attack and 90 strength now, which makes complete sense. Like 75 attack, 75 strength, you're giving somebody that's kind of still in mid game like the ability
an
to
end game
wield
weapon. Yeah,
like the most end game weapon.
yeah.
So I really like the changes. All of them make sense. You guys can look at them. Like I'm not going to go through every single one, um,
Hmm.
but those are the two that stood out to me. Especially the scythe. The scythe just needed that 100%.
Yeah, I think it did. And they're all good changes, and it doesn't really affect anyone unless they're like at that moment and they might have the gear and they don't have the level yet, but like who's not going to have those levels if they have those weapons?
Mm-hmm.
But
For
yeah,
sure,
it's
for sure.
mainly for like pure accounts and those other like niche accounts, Snowflake
Yeah.
accounts.
I guess the only other thing that I am actually excited for that we didn't talk about last time, which I think they came out with last time, is the update on clue scrolls, elite clue scrolls, giving you
Yeah,
a better chance at third age items and actually putting them in the middle of hard and elite or
yeah,
hard and master because they're actually more rare to get third age items out of elite caskets than they were out of or more
which does
rare
not make
than
sense at all.
master caskets. Yeah, they were more rare than master caskets, which makes absolutely no sense. Like it made
Yeah,
it so people were not doing their elite clues and just dropping them because it's like this isn't cool. Like
yeah,
or just keeping one in their bank so they just never had to do it. So
right.
now you actually have a better chance. I know a lot of people were anticipating, so they're like saving up like 500 elite caskets or whatnot just to get a better chance at it. But
No,
like, if you're gonna save up caskets for third age, why wouldn't you just try to save up masters? Like, I don't know. That's just my
yeah.
thought. Like,
You can't really ever expect third age gear. It just kind of comes out of nowhere.
and that just happens.
So
Like
rare.
when I got the plate
Yeah,
body, it's like, what the freak was that? Like,
yeah. What was it? 19 hard clues.
dude, how do you remember these numbers? Like, I just checked. Like, I was checking just to make sure, and you just nailed it on the nose. Like, right as
Yep.
I read 19.
My wife is always surprised at my memory too. Like I'll mention something we did like 3 years ago, and she's like, "How do you remember that?" Like, how do you not remember that?
I'm just wondering how you remembered a random number from a random thing from RuneScape. Like, from me, from one of my
And
drops,
I
not
can
even
even
just
tell
one of
you
your
like
drops.
what the drop rate was. It was like a 1 out of 211,000 or something
I'm
for the
I'm Googling it
third
now.
age. I don't know what this like the rest of the number is, but it's 1 out of 211,000 for the third age plate body. But I don't think
My
more
gosh, you
people
are
are going to
ridiculous.
get the third age plate body or like any third age gear. So I did get it right.
Yeah, 211, 250.
Nice. But
That's
yeah,
insane.
like it's gonna be nice just for if you get lucky, but it's not gonna change the game, and I don't think it's gonna even change the price of the gear anyway.
No, it won't make them more common. Like
Yeah,
that's the thing people aren't getting through their head. I think is like yes, they have a little better chance out of elite caskets, but they're still what 1 out of 200,000 or whatever.
have to be like lottery lucky to get that kind of drop.
Which I mean, I should have bought a ticket.
Yeah, yeah. Anything else with that specific blog?
No, I think that's about it.
Okay. Well, the only other thing I wanted to really talk about was this new weapon that or new like piece of gear that comes from the next raid, the Tombs of a Mascot. They are proposing this new weapon. It's a mage weapon, mainly because people were complaining that there's not really like a main piece of gear like the other two raids. You got the twisted bow with Chambers of Zarek. You got the scythe on the Theater of Blood. People are saying like there's not really like a standout weapon or piece of gear with this next raid, and it's kind of bumming us out. And so the J mods decided to make another piece of gear as a reward that you can get, and they're calling it the Shadow of Temekkin, which is a mage's two-handed staff that has a specific special effect to it, which is pretty interesting. I don't really comprehend how powerful it will be, but it's supposed to be as good as the T-bow in the scythe. But the special effect of this staff, it says, when the Shadow of Temekkin is equipped, magic strength from gear is tripled. This effect is capped at a total of 100% magic strength. And so your magic accuracy from your gear that you have equipped is tripled if you have this staff equipped.
So you're gonna
And
hit.
they help us out. What's up?
You're just gonna hit all the time.
Yeah, it's not gonna like, I don't know. You're just gonna hit all the time, I guess, which is fine. But they show a little chart below, and they show where the staff is gonna be better than the T-bow or other gear. And
Hmm.
so I can just skip the stuff. And so basically, Commander Ziliana, this mage weapon is actually going to be better than the T-bow after if this does go through, because normally the T-bow is best in slot for that boss. Another boss that is better is Kriara. Another one that's better is uh, the Abyssal Portal. What is that?
I don't know. Let me just
Anyway,
Google.
even the Calphite Queen, this will be way better than the other weapons. The flying version of Calphite Queen, it is a 9.6 for DPS. The best melee is the Karis Partisan, which is only a 3.3. And the Bofa for the range, the Bow of Fardinen or whatever, is 7.8. So this is going to really speed up Calphite Queen kills if you're interested in that. But yeah,
The
also
abyssal portal.
Krill, the demon God Wars boss, will also be best in slot for that.
A lot
So
of changes in God Wars. That'd be
gonna
awesome.
change a lot of different PVM best in slot gear. So we'll see if that passes. I'm sure it will. I'm just curious to see how powerful it really will be. So
Yeah. The
sounds like it
abyssal.
will be pretty powerful.
Yeah. The abyssal portals and chambers of Zarek with the vestibula portion.
Oh, and this is also something interesting to shout out is this staff will be charged with soul runes and chaos runes. So expect those runes to go up in price.
Maybe we need to buy some right now. Flip.
Yeah,
Just,
just start
I'm not.
making them.
I mean, why do that when I still already have bloods and bloods are more AFK to me? So
True,
we'll see. We'll
true,
see.
true, true. But yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about for that,
For sure. For sure.
which leaves us to our last little section, if you want to go for it.
Sure. Question of the week. We love this. We've been debating on going back to um the Reddit post, but I'm actually loving the question of the week way better than the Reddit post. So let's keep it going. Um, the last question of the week, if you don't remember, was what consumable would you like to try from RuneScape, like i.e., eat, food, potions, etc., thing like that. Do you want to just take turns
Sure.
on reading them out? Okay. First one is Mr. Schneebly. Shout out,
Great
uh,
name.
shout out School of Rock. Um, he said the Saradomin brew. It's literally the nectar of the gods. I want to disagree with you, son, right here, boy. Why did I call you
I
son?
also disagree.
I 100% disagree. Yes, it gets you your health back and you won't die. Like that's awesome. But like, how crappy do you think it makes you feel when you drink it? Drink it, because all of your stats, like all your combat stats, get lowered when you drink it. So you must just feel like absolute junk when you drink it. I imagine it being like you're drinking like three Bang energies right in a row, just boom.
Yeah.
Like it might taste good going down and it might make you like perk up really fast, but you might feel like absolute shit the rest of the day. Like
Did you already mention that you're drinking a crushed bird's
oh
nest in
no, I
there?
didn't. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, and if you guys don't realize, you gotta crush a bird's nest and mix that in with toadflax potion
Whatever
to
total
make it.
black tastes
So
like.
that doesn't sound very godly to me. It sounds like a trash potion to drink.
For real. Alright.
But yeah, that's the one right there that I would never want to try. The next one was the cocktails from the Gnomes sound pretty good. And I forgot about those drinks. Have you done any of that before? I think it's a diary requirement, so
It's a
you
diary,
probably
but I haven't, like, looked at any of them. Like, I don't
yeah,
know.
there's like this whole like mini game almost where you take orders from these gnomes and that gnome like tree
Mhm.
base, whatever it's called, the gnome stronghold. I don't
Yeah,
even I'm getting
Tree
the
Gnome
names wrong.
Stronghold. It's
Yeah.
Stronghold, you're right.
So I can name off some of the recipes that you make. One is called the Blurberry Special. I've heard that a lot on Reddit before. That is one vodka, one brandy, one gin, one orange, and two lemons.
Sounds like a lot of alcohol.
It can be finished by adding one equileaf, one sliced lime, one diced lemon, and one diced orange as a garnish. So sounds pretty fancy to me. And yeah,
I
that's
wish
something I think a lot of people would enjoy.
yeah,
A
I
lot more than a
wish
Sarah brew.
yeah, I wish that I knew what any of this tasted like because, for the viewer out there, we don't drink. Like, I've never had a sip of alcohol in my life, so I just wouldn't know what that even, like, tastes like, so if that's your thing, good for you, man. Like
Yeah, yeah. Another one's called Chocolate Saturday. One is chocolate dust and a pot of cream.
that one's probably really good. That's just literally just a milkshake,
Chocolate
like
milkshake, yeah. I'll do one more. I'm just curious what the short green guy is. It's probably what's it called? It's based off of that little gnome guy that's outside that's like a total meme from this game that everyone has seen before, the little gnome child. Short green guy. This includes a mixed egg. What's mixed SGG? What? It's like a mixed drink with lime slices, equileafs, and a cocktail glass. It's a short green guy. Anyway, I'm sure all these drinks are better than a Sarah Brew, and I don't think you could
Yeah,
ever convince me that a Sarah Brew is going to taste good.
like and, like, if it makes you feel good, like, I don't even know, like, I feel like a Cerebro, you just feel awful, like, I don't know,
Yeah,
but all of those I'd rather have than a Cerebro.
right.
Okay, we'll stop now with bagging on your answer, Schneebly, sorry. The next one's from King Flip. He said, "I would 100% drink a Super Combat. I picture it like a Witcher drinking one of his like a Witcher drinking one of his potions." Um, I wish I
Yeah,
played The Witcher to understand
right.
that. But that's a really good answer, like, just to feel, like, strong. Like, I don't know,
Like
because it
in
makes
every
you
aspect, you're just stronger
yeah, you
for a
feel like
short while.
you come through a wall, I feel like that's what you'd feel like. As you
There's probably a
strong
reason why it's green. Just turns you into the Hulk.
Perfect.
Right. Let me Google this real quick so I don't mess up. The next one is from DJ Screw 627. He said Super Restore for sure. And like I was thinking of something else, which is a good thing why I looked it up. But
Mhm.
I don't know if red spider eggs and the Snapdragon potion would taste good. I mean, Snapdragons could taste awesome, but red spider eggs, I don't know. Maybe it's a delicacy in Gielinor.
I mean,
But
like, fish eggs are a delicacy here, so spider eggs in
yeah,
Gielinor might be amazing,
oh
you never
yeah,
know.
right. But yeah, I was thinking of stamina, which has like chocolate dust in it or something,
Got you. I
or a
I
super
was thinking
energy.
of Super Restore as well, so I agree with you, DJ, just because, like, I feel like it would be, like, the the major Dayquil of here.
Yeah,
Like, instantly feel better. If you feel like crap, you just drink that and you're better, like, immediately. Like, I don't care how it tastes, I feel like I'd like to try it just to see how much better I'd feel right after.
yeah,
And I wonder if it'd be like I perk up and it's like I'm ready to go kind of a thing. So
yeah.
I don't know. I think Super Restore would be my answer. Uh, Later on, Quinn has a pretty good answer that I also agree with, but we'll get there in time.
The next one is from Camden. He said, "I would love to try some purple sweets," and I would agree that'd be awesome. Cause like, imagine okay, I just thought of this literally just right now. Um, but I'll get to that in a second. So purple sweets, they give you 1 to 3 health, and you get 10% run energy back every single time you eat one sweet. It's like imagine just eating like a little Skittle or something, and you feel so much better eating it. It's like healthy almost because you're getting health back, and you feel like you can run just like a crazy amount just with one little tiny sweet.
Feel like
But
that's what happens when you give children candy. So
oh no, dude.
just
I'm
what's up?
Googling this right now. This purple sweet reminds me of Jimmy Neutron. Remember that episode when he makes like a little candy
Isn't it like the brain candy?
and it's purple, dude? It's from the episode called Crunch Time. If you don't know what I'm talking about, look it up. But I can't remember like exactly what it's about, but I remember he makes this like candy ball and it looks like a purple sweet almost. But yeah, I think it does make you smarter or something like you said. But yeah, I just thought of that. uh,
There's a
I love
Jimmy
that show.
Neutron wiki. What the freak?
Dude, there's a wiki for everything.
uh,
Everything. It's like
um,
supposed to be the perfect candy, which is a purple sweet.
yeah. So I guess maybe that's what purple sweets are.
Yep. Jimmy Neutron made them. It's canon.
I'll figure it out later. No, dude, when I was googling that really quick, just sidebar. I was googling Jimmy Neutron crunch time,
Yeah.
and before I press enter, I typed in OSRS.
Oh no, I've fallen for that so many times, dude. I usually type OSRS first and then I finish what I'm searching. And so I'll do OSRS and I'll search the most random stuff that has nothing to do with RuneScape.
Dude,
But it's
I
just
always
such a
do it
habit.
after.
That's
Yeah.
hilarious.
All right, here comes the other entry that I agree with 100% from Testicle. Monkey nuts. Nothing more needs to be said.
Yep. I don't know which kind of monkey nuts he's talking about, but we'll leave that up to
The
your
imagination.
imagination. Yeah. I really don't think there's much else to say, but
Yeah, no,
monkey nuts.
monkey
I
nuts.
guess we're gonna call this episode Monkey Nuts now.
Hopefully, that'd be awesome. Um,
Yeah.
if it's not, I'm disappointed.
Oh, right.
Um, and then the last entry from Zuriel Redux. Sorry if I butchered your name, but he said a Blurberry special for sure, just like we said before. And then he said, though I always wondered what a lizard's mind bomb tastes like. So, good thoughts.
Bet it's mind blowing.
Yeah,
It
but like
says on the wiki, it says according to the book Gielinор's Flora hops, it tastes has been compared to a warm tap water with a lot of fizz. So just think
ew,
warm carbonated water.
warm club soda.
Yep.
Ew. Never mind. Don't want that. Bad, bad, bad. No.
Right.
Yeah. Did you say your answer? You said a stamina, right?
Yeah, I just think it'd be like take drinking a bang or something.
Gotcha. And mine's a super restore. I kind of explained it earlier, so I think we're done. Let's
Sweet.
get the next question out there. Do you have it typed up, ready to go? Are you typing it up right now?
I'll type it up right now if you wanna
All right.
start doing it.
So the next question's a little more broad. Hopefully, you'll answer with a little more like words, like more length, I guess was the way to say it, because we want to read some inspiring messages to keep us going. The question is, what makes you continue playing old school RuneScape? So hopefully you guys have some great answers. We love reading these comments and seeing what you have to say. Um, it's been a blast being able to see like the creative minds from everybody. And just like that, it is posted.
Yep. It's interesting because like you could just say like it's fun, but like there's a lot of different things that people enjoy from this game that they just don't do other stuff in. Like I don't ever participate in PvP, but some people that's all they do. Some
Hmm.
people just do skilling. Some people just only like really doing Slayer or just some bosses or whatever. So I'm excited to hear what you guys have to say. It's uh it's really interesting and we'll give our opinions later in the next episode.
Sure. I know we've talked about it before, but it's always like a fun thing to talk about. And I feel like every time we do talk about it, it just gets me hyped to play more and get
Yeah,
going, get back on the grind kind of thing. So it'll be a fun
right.
thing to talk about next time.
Yeah, for sure.
But with that being said, we good?
I think we're good.
All right. With that being said, thank you guys so much for listening. It's been a blast recording one of these. It's always such a good time. Thank you again for subscribing and being part of this community that we're building. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. It just helps us. It's awesome to see the growth from the channel and growth from the clan. If you haven't joined the clan yet, please do so. Like, if you want a good community to play this game with, it's a great place. We already have 65 people that are awesome.
Yep.
Uh,
Every single
awesome.
one of you.
Yeah, 100%. So that being said, thank you guys so much. Have a good one. Deuces.
See you guys in the next episode after we are burnt out from the entire game by doing agility all week. See you
Yep,
next
I
week.
will be announcing that I'm quitting the game. Just kidding.
Yeah, right. All right. We'll see you guys. Have a good one.